right, everybody. Welcome to the Pastimes Podcast. Each week we go through an old newspaper from a random date in history picked out by Dave Anthony. I'm Gareth Reynolds, and I've never seen it before, and neither is our guest this week.
The great Alex Pearlman.
The great.
Go Birds.
The great, yeah,
great.
Go Birds.
I say great for most of the guests, but we are very excited to have you on for a number of reasons. Selfishly for our content, but also how long has your blow up been? It feels like you've really exploded in a year. Like are people stopping you on the street at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I get noticed. I mean, the thing is, it's internet fame, right? So it's one of those weird things. I got bigger on TikTok years ago. Like when it first took off for me was like 3 years ago on TikTok. I made a video and it went pretty big. And then the New York Post wrote an article about me. I said, that can't be good.
Oh, wow.
And then James Wood was
like, they didn't interview you.
They didn't interview me. No, I didn't get interviewed at all. They just wrote an article about my TikTok.
Yeah, right.
And then James Wood.
Not positive, I assume.
No, it was positive because I was really mad at Nancy
Pelosi.
Pelosi.
Was.
Yeah.
It was. Oh,
yeah,
great.
Because it was right after. So
well, we love her.
Yeah, I know you guys are big.
Oh, we're big
Pelosi heads.
Yeah, we call this the Pelosi house.
Sorry, I'm going to jump in. We don't say Pelosi head since the hammer stuff.
No, that's true. Yeah,
no, we're Pelosi bottoms.
Okay,
Go ahead.
got him. Well, as a Pelosi top, I was listening. You remember when Roe v. Wade got overturned? Everyone who has ever given $1 to a Democrat anywhere in the country got like 15 text messages asking for $12. Yeah. And I got really mad about that because I'm like, I know that our Congress people are really rich. So I made a TikTok and I just listed all of the richest people in the House of Representatives, including Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, stop texting me, call your guy. You know how to make money. You know how to insider trade.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, that really resonated with a lot of people. Some of those people were James Woods and Joe Rogan. But I was like,
God.
No. And so I had this very odd audience for a while that was really 50-50. Conservative and lib, but the conservative side always thought I was going to convert. They were always like, he's almost there, man. And I was like, no. Yeah. I'm really mad that the libs aren't libbing hard enough. Like they're not like I'm not over here like, hey, tomorrow they're gonna do this and suddenly like turn on trans people. I'm like, no, I'm like really, really mad that they're not following up on any of the stuff that they've said they were going to follow up for all the decades of my lives. And so those complaints really resonated weirdly with like Midwestern moms and a bunch of other things. But I grew on TikTok to a certain point. My wife and I started our podcast, Too Many Tabs. And Instagram has really taken off for me since the end of the election because Mark Zuckerberg finally stopped doing political suppression on that app.
That's right. He did. And I think he started doing that because of COVID stuff.
Yeah, it was because of COVID. But specifically around this election, they had a little toggle. And I was one of the locals, so I was like, "This is great."
Were you really?
Yeah, because
you're a loudmouth. That's what we'd call you.
Yeah. I'm pretty opinionated about things that don't make billionaires happy often.
Right. But also so funny. I mean, it really. I don't know. I think like it. You are just a very entertaining follow. So where can people follow you? Where's the best place for people?
They can follow me on almost everything under Pearlmania 500. And I'm actually I am also a stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for over 20 years. I'm opening for Walt Matterson and in Philadelphia at Helium Comedy Club. I think that's October 30th. But yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, Instagram's the best place to find out the other stuff I'm doing. That's probably the best place to go there. And then my podcast, Too Many Tabs.
And TikTok was just bought by fascists. So.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, that's why it's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, technically speaking, they've kind of owned it the whole time. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a TikTok about it. And your podcast, you ripped us off?
Yeah. No, it started off with the Dollop.
Admitted.
That's how I opened. Okay, you guys were like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm like, "I stole your show. How are you?" But no, I feel like there's so many. You guys were the first pod. The Dollop was the first pod I ever heard of. Guy does research and then dumb little clown reacts for the listeners.
Well, now I'll jump in here. I think like it's my time to jump in. Obviously,
everything but the nose, right?
Yeah, everything but the nose.
We almost called it that.
Oh, really?
Everything but the nose would have been a great fucking title.
Yeah, but my podcast, couples, a lot of times, you click around too much on the internet and you kind of follow down these rabbit holes. So our podcast became my wife and I, here's the thing we've been obsessing over this week and kind of describing it to each other. So like I did an episode on Elon Musk's racist grandfather. We just did an episode on like the many controversies of Elf Beauty, the history of Jubilee, stuff like that. Like those. So, that's what I've been doing.
Well, too many tabs is my life because doing research for this, sometimes I'm doing research for like 4 episodes at once and I literally have like 50 tabs open and then I have to use the little thing that consolidates them and takes them off the tab. So, and then I've got like 150 of those.
I think what you're saying, let's steal his shit.
He does it better. We should probably just take his idea. We should 1 week after he does his episodes.
We should just call it the clapback. We just clap back at Alex's too many tabs.
Yeah, you should come in because my wife and I like to remind everybody that we both have general studies degrees from community college. So like, so how many people are on the internet who are like, hey, I've discovered this thing about carrots. If you eat these, you'll never get cancer. And you're like, well, what's your degree? And they're always like, speech therapy. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so we like to remind people constantly, we're just dumb idiots. And like, this is what we found interesting. And please, if we're wrong, get in the comments and tell us. And that helps drive engagement.
How many carrots do you have to eat?
What are we number wise? Like, what should I guess? Just to quickly follow up on that, what are the
carrot numbers?
First thing is make sure that you're bought into a Careth ETF, so that way you can make money on the other side. And then I want to say anywhere from 24 to 67 carrots a day.
Wow, I can do that.
Christ, that's a lot. You really think we can handle it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll need to sit over a bucket, but
yeah, this is a lifestyle choice. Yeah, but I've been looking to get a little more orange, especially in this day and age.
You'll be dropping more than a dollop. Hey-o.
And we're back. Well, Alex, thank you for joining us. We are very excited. So you know what we do here. We're going to go through a newspaper from who knows when. Dave has it. You're going to guess what year you think it's from. I don't know. You don't know. You will be right because Dave, I don't know if he hates me, but even the way he's looking at me right now, it's not reassuring.
Everything but the nose.
Okay. But so why don't you you guess? Could be 1700s, probably won't be. Could be 1950, could be 1980, probably not. Yeah. But go ahead.
I heard the Auntie Donna episode where you guys did like the 1600s. And I just want to say, I really wish I lived in a time where a hat in a tree was the most pressing issue.
I know.
That was a crazy. I still think about that episode sometimes.
Well, it is hard to not have envy for that era.
Yeah.
I mean, there's such a trade-off though. It's like imagine if sometimes like you'll help your buddy move and your butt will be chafed. That was an incurable death sentence back then. Now you just got to get a little gold bond on it. All right, Alex, go ahead.
You considered cleaning that
Alex,
thing?
go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna guess. Given the time, I'm gonna go with 1927.
Like it. Safe. I like it. I like that play.
Do you?
I like that play a lot. Yeah, I do, asshole. I like that play a lot.
I mean,
I like that play a lot.
You
Quiet.
get
I'm in the middle of my guess.
Angry.
1903.
You're wrong.
Bitch.
It's 1955. Alex, congratulations.
Yeah, way to go, Alex. No, that was a genuine win, and good for you. I think that's awesome.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
By the way, Gareth doesn't like when you talk to him and you say Gareth at the end of every sentence.
No, that was you
Isn't
earlier.
That right, Gareth?
No, it gets weird when it's like 8 times in a row.
June 2nd, 1955, which is a Thursday, the Toledo Blade.
Oh, the Toledo
From
Blade.
the great Toledo.
By the way, a low-rent superhero that not enough people talk about.
What?
The Toledo Blade. Yeah, that guy
really good.
Really did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He thought everyone was a vampire. I think it was. Yeah, go ahead.
How'd you first learn about Toledo, the city of Toledo? Do you remember? MASH.
Yeah.
MASH.
You think he does this MASH stuff? Did you watch MASH or Alex
saw
Green was
it.
MASH the show?
No, I saw it. I saw it like as it was going off the air. I was born in 1984, so like I saw like the end of MASH, and everybody like my dad being like, "We got to watch the end of MASH," and I was like, "I want to watch the Flintstones on reruns from back in the day."
If I saw MASH on TV, I was like, no.
My wife's
that was one of the
huge
MASH. The final episode is one of the highest rated television programs of all time, which is crazy because it was so bad at that point. It was so off the rails.
That's the one where they killed the baby, right?
Yeah, they killed the baby.
They kill a baby in that one. I know
what
I know about
crazy
that.
way to go out.
I know about them killing the baby, not because I've ever seen the episode, but because of the NPR Radio Lab episode about it.
Wait, that's true?
Yeah, no, they have
Yeah, they
this
kill
whole
a baby
thing.
in the final episode.
Yeah. There's this whole thing where
MASH. They also did that on the final episode of Seinfeld.
And cheers.
it's
Dancing threw it into a chandelier.
if you go to tvtropes.com and you look up it's like killing the baby, jumping the shark, and then whatever Mr. Beast is doing.
That was when Happy Days killed the baby, in my opinion.
Could you imagine being in that writer's room?
Oh my God.
Should we kill the baby?
I mean, the show's called MASH. Should we really mash it? I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, they were gonna call
That's
it. They were gonna
right.
call the show "Spiking It in the End Zone," but they changed it.
I mean, the movie is, it has very serious, dramatic.
I love the
moments,
movie.
so
And I
maybe
think the show has its moments. It's really good. It's one of those things where it went longer than the actual conflict.
Oh,
Which is, which is why the United States adjusted its foreign policy. Like, we'll be everywhere forever, just in case we want to make another sitcom about occupation.
Well, listen, at some point, we're going to bring back must-see TV. At some point, we're going to get these cable rates back. Okay, baby?
What do you think? What do you think the theme song would be for Guantanamo Bay?
Oh God, that would be. I'll write it.
I think
I'll get back. Give me a
wasn't
week.
it the song that never ends? Wasn't that one of the things they tortured the people with?
This is the song.
It was like the Barney song. Like they were playing crazy, like kids music at them. Which as a new parent, that's terrifying. Like if
absolutely horrendous.
Listen, I have Elmo singing "Wake Up, Potty Time, Eat and Brush" running through my head every moment of the day. If someone else was doing it to me, it wouldn't be good.
That takes a whole new dark twist.
That's one of the ways they got Noriega out of his mansion was they kept blasting rock music.
Yeah, it was Guns N' Roses,
it was
right?
like AC/DC and stuff, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
No, they rock too hard.
But yeah, they just kept playing Panama at him.
He's just dancing.
He's just sitting there. He's like, "This is literally the song of my people." Dude, the Toledo Blade, is that still a newspaper? Does that still exist or no?
No way.
No,
Okay.
I really doubt it.
Yeah.
Although 55, it could. It
I'll
could.
look it up.
Someone's going to yell at it. Someone's yelling at their. Yeah.
It's probably been bought up by a billionaire who's using it for fake news, algorithmic SEO purposes.
Yep.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yep.
Resisted brainwashing, 4 freed U.S. flyers say.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Still a paper.
Still a paper.
Oh, wow.
Pleaded guilty at trial to violating Red China's airspace. 4 American flyers ready to meet their families today after more than 2 years in communist Chinese prisons said they had resisted brainwashing but pleaded guilty of violating Chinese airspace. Probably because they violated Chinese airspace.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like us.
You know the best part?
Airspace.
The best part is
It's just a funny place to put a line anyway. Go ahead.
If you had read that title to me first and then been like, what year do you think this is? I would have probably guessed 1999. Because then we have we had that. We've done this like multiple times.
We keep doing it.
We do love to fly over China.
We love to fly, and we also are now into ocean wise. We're like,
Yeah, we like to go up against.
What are you gonna do about it?
Imagine if China was doing that. They sent a weather balloon over, and we lost our fucking minds.
Well, to be
I
fair,
forgot
though,
about that.
was
You know what? If they really wanted us to not pay attention, they should have put a kid in the balloon.
a Bubble Boy. You talking about a Bubble Boy callback?
No, but Balloon Boy.
Yeah,
Balloon
Balloon Boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
But that ended up.
He wasn't.
We never actually got. We never got to live out the fantasy because Balloon Boy was just in an attic because his dad was a crackhead.
Yeah.
And then he was on the Today Show and they were interviewing and the kid was like, I never went in it. And they were like, all right, son. Enough.
I love that was everywhere for about, what was that? That was a 12 nuts hours. And then everyone else was like, all right, I guess we're going to move back on to the war on terror.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, well, you talk about like the hat and the tree and the six. That was like, we get those moments where the keys get jingled in front of our face.
Yeah.
And that was definitely one with
I got a Labubu right here.
Balloon Boy. Yeah. Oh my God. Aw. Yeah, exactly. Aw.
So they had 5. It was 4 flyers?
The what?
It was 4 flyers?
Yeah, 4.
Four flyers. I mean, just say what they are. In their first press conference since release Tuesday near Hong Kong, the airmen said yesterday that they spent long period. They're going out of their way to not say that they're in the Air Force.
Oh, right.
They're going out of their way to
We're commercial pilots.
We're just air guys. Like
we're just guys with planes.
It's just crazy. The airmen said yesterday that they spent long periods in solitary confinement, did not get letters from home until after the Geneva conference last summer, and thought UN Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld was helpful in obtaining their freedom.
Dag was a great one.
Dag was great.
Good guy, Dag.
Yeah, great Dag. Well, that doesn't. I mean, it's just you always think about like how we do it now, and you're just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, like we were saying, think of Guantanamo. You're like, I didn't get any letters. I mean, it's like a counselor being upset.
Yeah. Asked if a confession was required at their trial, Captain Harold E. Fisher of Swee City, Iowa.
Swee.
SWEA?
Swee. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right.
Whoops. Imagine my thinking of your mispronunciation of Sue. I'm going to go see the tribe today. They're the Swee.
He said, no, not at the trial. Was there a confession before the trial? I believe I'll wait until I see my lawyer before answering that question.
Well, we got a yeah. We got a yes.
Another airman said Captain Fisher's reply would stand for all of them. What he said.
Yeah, him. I'll have a slice of that.
Yeah, we're gonna follow whatever our boss from the plane says.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did plane boss say? Yeah, that's what we did.
That's
yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Or the one goes rogue. Actually, if I may, Hank. Oh, sorry.
Asked if anti-communist statements by U.S. politicians had any effect on their treatment.
Yes.
Imagine they would never ask that today. Captain Fisher said, statements by American politicians of this sort always appeared in communist newspapers. Naturally, we wanted better relations. We did feel it was better not to say some of the things they did. Asked if Senator McCarthy figured in this, Captain Fisher smiled and said loudly, yes.
Every day listening to communist Trump.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. They're just like, God, McCarthy, shut the
Shut
fuck
up, you fucking idiot.
Shut up.
Yeah, he,
God.
every time I see a picture of McCarthy, to me, McCarthy and Ted Cruz look very similar.
I think that all the time.
Whenever I see
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
It's also
I
really
totally
weird
agree.
going through a time period where, like, growing up being taught like McCarthyism's bad. Senator McCarthy was an evil dude, an alcoholic, and all these other bad shit things about him. And now we're in a period where there's like 35% of the country is like, no, that guy was great. We should do that. We should double.
Yeah.
We should do that 4 times.
All the time with a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
And never do but he also didn't it all like it was breaking down. Obviously it was like 10 years or however long of him doing that shit, but then there's just another like senator who's like, dude, stop. And then everyone was kind of like, yeah, what the
I can't remember who called him out, but
like there's like
There
public
was a-
hearing
there
where
was
there's some
literally a-
guy is just like,
Well,
you're
there
fucking
was-
ruining everything.
there was a moment where a guy was just like, fucking enough, bro. And everyone was like, yeah, enough,
You
bro.
have no dignity,
Enough.
sir, is what he yelled. It was
Yeah.
like something like that. He's like, and like,
Yeah.
imagine that now, like somebody turning to
yeah.
a Ted Cruz or whatever thing they're growing in Florida this week and be like, do you have no dignity? And he's like and subscribe. I have a podcast. We have a book
I know.
to read.
I know.
A whole government currently brought to us by.
Well, the lesson they learned from that was never let the ruse stop.
Yeah.
Like they were like, just don't ever admit that it's total fucking bullshit.
Although I think it's good to have a podcaster in charge of the FBI. Is that?
I do too.
I think,
Clearly it's going
can
well.
I tell you, I think he has his eye on at least multiple balls at the same time. Because
I think
it's
so.
he
100%.
plays it once. Hey-oh.
He certainly does
we're on
not.
a list.
Yeah, they are focused on something.
Yeah.
And it ain't reality.
Yeah. I will see. If I see him in Valhalla,
Oh, it's
that'll
gonna
be awkward.
Yeah.
especially because you'll both have.
Imagine if you're
silver
trying to
paint
get
over
into
your face.
Valhalla and they're like, do you have Cash Patel's promo code? You're like, damn it.
Oh,
I
my
could
God.
have wrote it down.
You can get into Valhalla a little quicker if you have Cash Patel promo code.
Yeah.
I see him. I'm like, what are the other options? Is there another place I
there
could go?
another
I don't know if
promo code?
Valhalla's right. Is there another place?
Is there a Valhalla 2?
What do you have? I'll go to hell. I'll go to Hades. What are we doing, Hades?
Yeah.
I'll go there.
Honestly, purgatory, for as much as the Catholics like, hey, purgatory bad. I'm like, I don't know. Just sounds like a waiting room. Do I have a phone?
It's a waiting room. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad.
But it's better than the ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have Judge Judy on the TV? But it's always Judge Judy what's on in the waiting room.
Highlights. There's like a few
Something.
highlight. I'll fucking party with some highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never get too old to figure out the differences.
Yeah. Girl.
What?
Hey, look, it's fall. It's the fall season. We got football. We got cooler beers. We're hanging out later without getting all hot. But look, if you're wearing the same old boxers, if you got the old last winter's boxers on, it's time to take it up a notch. And we're talking about MeUndies, super soft, crazy soft, very breathable. Because I know you have a very pungent area down there. They're made
they've worked with me very, very carefully.
They're made with micromodal fabric. It feels like a cloud, but still hanging everything in there. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure we've all been flying and thought, I would love to know what that feels like to jump through that crotch first.
Absolutely.
You know.
And now it's the spooky time of year, Gareth. It's Halloween. There's ghosts and there's goblins about, and of course, MeUndies has a limited edition Halloween line. It's fun. It's festive. Well, they have these Death of Me ones there's like skulls and little orange flowers because that's the color of the season.
Why don't you ask my friend Dracula about those?
Hey, Dracula, what undies are you going to get?
I have the glow-in-the-dark MeUndies with the baits on them. What?
They have skulls. They have pumpkins.
They've got
the jack-o'-lanterns, I think it's called. They got webs. They got a spider web situation if you want a spider web on your area down there.
I will tell you, it's been so long since anyone's been down there. There's many cobwebs.
So spook out your lady or your fellow with some spooky underwears. I'm probably just going to wear the brief spider web, and that'll be my Halloween costume.
Why don't we do that? We're about to go on tour. Why don't we each wear the same pair of underwear the whole tour without washing them? The same pair of MeUndies the whole time.
Yep. And I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right now, as a listener of our show, you can get cozy and spooky for less with deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/Dollop and enter promo code Dollop. That's MeUndies.com/Dollop, promo code Dollop for up to 50% off. MeUndies, comfort that's made for fall and all.
I don't understand.
Gareth, we're also brought to you by Mint Mobile. I don't know how many people out there are still paying crazy amounts for wireless, but it's time to stop that. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overage, no hidden fees, no BS.
Yep.
And I made the switch and getting premium wireless now for $15 a month.
Yeah, but you had to get rid of your phone number in your phone.
No, I didn't, Gareth. You keep your phone.
Shut up.
Keep your phone number. You keep it all. You just get a new carrier.
Wow.
They all come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, which is pretty sweet. You can, like I said, use your own phone. Any Mint Mobile plan, you can use your own phone, bring your phone number, and that's it. You're good to go. We've been using it. We use it on the road. We use it at home. We get data. We get phone calls. We get text. It's everything you need from a phone.
Yeah, you're bragging
except
about
it's less
stuff.
money.
Yeah. Your phone
less
works.
money.
The phone works the exact same. Yeah, exactly.
And your phone tastes like mint now.
No, we've been told to not say stuff like
you
that.
You can lick your phone, and it's going to be spearminty good.
Don't lick your phone, and it's going to taste the same, but you shouldn't know what it tastes like originally. They've check your email. They're not happy about this talking.
I don't think that's right.
Yes, I know you don't, but be quiet. Stop.
Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/pastimes. That's mintmobile.com/pastimes. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. Taste your phone.
No.
13 kidnapped, and it's legal.
What is the last part about?
13 unaware pedestrians walking by the United States courthouse here were tapped yesterday by U.S. Marshals and ordered inside to complete a jury.
Oh, they fucking jury kidnapped.
They're just walking.
That is awful. At least jury duty, you're like, toss it.
Oh
Just
my God.
Jury yanking?
What if Trump?
Sure.
What if Trump had ICE forces out grabbing people to do jury
You're on a
duty?
jury now. No.
Honestly,
You're on a jury.
I'm actually like, yeah, okay. Like I'm weirdly for this. Of all the ways the government's kidnapping people to do jury duty. All right. And also, it's like, at least it's. I always worry with the jury duty summons and stuff like that like the people who do show up are like, maybe I'll get the hot case. You know what I mean? If you're just walking down the street, like, oh man, I really could go for a bologna sandwich.
They are
1955, and then some guy's like, get in here. You gotta find out about insider trading.
I also like the idea that, like, the way we do it is so fucking weird. I do like the idea that it's like a DUI. Like, someone could be like, don't go that way. They're doing jury duty. And you're like, oh, shit. Like, being able to outrun your summons, like, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
A way to test. You'd be like, shit, go. Left. Hey!
There's a little jury duty warning on your ways.
Yeah. I've met people who refused to register to vote because they thought that's how they pull jury duty summons.
That's how it is in California.
I was told that for a while. But no, then I got one.
Yeah, they got you another way. It's some other way. I think they started doing it through driver's licenses.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last time I went in for jury duty, they were like, it'll probably be an 8-week trial. And I was like, I love pedophiles. Like, I was just like,
dude,
I can't do 8 weeks.
That's the clip, by the way. That's the Instagram clip right there.
We're out.
All right. As somebody who understands social media, it's Dave yelling that.
Someone's going to turn that into
a TikTok,
a club track.
A club track.
It's a TikTok edit, and then it like cuts back and forth.
I love pedophiles. We've got to find a better way. Yeah. I'll outrun the summons. I love pedophiles.
It's like that Australia guy was yelling. I can even imagine somebody getting dragged in for jury duty. He's like, "What's the charge? A succulent meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
A succulent Chinese? That man's hands on my penis.
Yeah,
he's touched my penis."
Federal Judge Edward Dimmock acted under Title 28 United States Code, Section 1866, providing for just such a contingency to compete his panel trying a narcotics case.
Wow. Just to go from a walk to being like, so I'm on a narcotic jury now?
It's like a guy who had a joint.
Yeah, it's 1955. Yeah, right. It's like dirt weed with seeds in it.
Yeah,
exactly. This man is trying to murder everyone in Toledo.
Meanwhile, he's just like picking seeds out of his mouth while he's like,
Yeah, they have him on the stand. Like, why did you smoke weed? Why are you doing marijuana? He's like, because I'm in Ohio. What else am I supposed to do?
I'm in Toledo. I'm in Toledo.
Veteran court attaches had to push their memories back more than 20 years to recall the last time this statute was enforced. Protests rendered by the tagged strollers included incredulity. What kind of a gag is this? I've got a ticket to sail to Europe tomorrow. Outrage. This is like being kidnapped.
I've got a ticket to say that. If I get called on another jury, I will be saying that verbatim.
They don't.
I cannot. Tomorrow, I have a ticket to sail to Europe.
I mean, you wouldn't get called in LA anymore, but in LA, they do not take any excuses whatsoever.
No, I the last time I was almost put on a jury, I had to get kicked off the jury, and I played a racist card. But there was a guy before me who got thrown off, and he just literally goes, "I don't believe in law." And the judge was like, "What?" And he was like, "Laws don't exist to me." And she was like, what do you mean? And he like couldn't even define it properly, but she was just like, go. Like it was just, and then I was like, God, that was pretty good.
The time before the last one, well, it was going to be 8 weeks. It was a guy who was accused of bombing, like a bomb threat or something. And I heard the charges and I was like, this sounds a little rigged. But
of course,
before
Dave.
that was my first thought. I was like, someone took some liberties with the law here. But then they go, does anybody have a problem with law enforcement? I was like, oh yeah. And then she goes, I go, I think they lie all the time, constantly, endlessly. And she goes, okay. And then she tries to trick me up and like get me, like she's clearly had people say this before.
Right.
And she's trying to go, and we're going back. I'm going back and forth with the judge.
Oh, she
And it's
didn't
just-
know. She didn't know who she was dealing
Yeah, I
with.
was like raised by a district attorney. Like I just went through all this shit, all this stuff that's happened. And finally she was like, okay, you're dismissed. And I turn around and the defense attorney looks at me and goes, like he's just like,
Yeah,
nice
brother.
job.
See you in Valhalla.
I'm afraid to say it, but I've never.
But I can't,
I've never been called.
but I can't.
You
Yeah,
never
you
have
haven't?
been?
Never. It's never
Oh,
happened.
man.
I literally
We'll see what we can do.
I
That's-
can never serve on a jury because that's my belief is that I just, having been raised the way I was and everything I've seen, I think that they lie constantly.
Yeah, see, I'm the
I'm of the mindset of I want to see. I'm different because I'm a millennial, so I want to get inside the system and break it down from the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
I not only want to be
I mean, I would love
Don't
to
say that.
I want to be the foreman.
Jury,
And then I want to come in and
Yeah.
12 angry men in and be like, guys, we're all making, what is it, like $1.75 an hour right now? This is good shit.
Foreman.
This is good
Foreman.
shit.
Excuse me, Mr. Foreman.
I am the
Mr.
foreman.
well, that's the crazy thing about a jury is no one can afford to live
No.
already, and now you're going to take away a
Nah,
week's pay.
Yeah.
No one
But,
can
but
afford that.
the fact that excuse that has no validity is amazing. Where you're
Yeah.
like, I can't afford to. Like, yeah, but this is your duty. You're like,
It's
I
like
can't.
I literally will lose my apartment.
I lost my mind when I got put on a jury.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother was like, I've never seen you so upset. I was like, like there was going to be a trial about me being on a jury.
People cannot afford it.
They're
It was
literally
crazy.
yelling at
It
you
is.
like it's your constitutional duty as they point to the flaming constitution in the corner, and you're like, oh yeah,
Well,
okay, yeah, me
Well-
being here for the next 8 weeks, that's gonna fix that fire over there. All right, sure.
Well, the worst was my wife got put as an alternate on a jury. And she couldn't say anything.
No.
And she was like, it was so clear the cops had lied and just framed this kid. Like it was so obvious. And they
you're on
convicted
the
him.
bench.
And she's just sitting there going, this is going to make me. She was just losing her mind. Okay. Federal. Oh, I did that. Protests rendered included tag strollers, including what kind of a gag is this? I've got a ticket to sail to Europe tomorrow. Outrage. This is like being kidnapped or shanghaied, and just plain resignation. It's almost worse than the army. Before you know it, you're on a truck and you're on your way.
Well, okay. Now, I am very against what they did, but that person's hyperbole is off the charts.
Yeah.
I'm going to die in Vietnam.
2 of the Shanghai pedestrians were chosen for jury.
Oh, only 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's probably all they needed, and they just grabbed
Right,
because
they
they
just grabbed
usually
a nice
they dismiss
sampling.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Threats made crime. President Eisenhower signed a bill yesterday to make threats against the life of the vice president and a president-elect, as well as against the president, punishable by a $1,000 fine and imprisonment up to 5 years.
Wow.
Mm.
It's the seeds, the sweet seeds.
Well, I got no jokes about that. Let's
yesteryear.
move on to the next one.
Nope. All right.
No
Yeah, that
jokes.
seems fine.
Hey,
No problem there.
hey.
Well, here's an idea. Don't make yourself so killable.
Hey,
There's
Gareth,
my
I want to
pitch.
let you know I'm a little beyond there. Anyway, no, that was I didn't realize that was until Eisenhower. That wasn't
Yeah.
in the law.
That is wild. Yeah.
I
Well,
think you should be able to threaten the president. It's just if you actually try to do it, like you.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was growing up hearing that rule that like
Yeah, I remember that.
you
too.
can't even
Well,
say
there's
it.
the
But it was
whitest
like,
Did
People
you
do
know?
it all the time.
Trevor Moore from The Whitest
did
Kids
it
You Know, he had a great sketch about it.
oh,
Oh,
did
yeah.
he?
Yeah, it was a really great sketch, and it was all about. He's like, you can't say this sentence, but I can say it because I just
Right.
told you what the sentence you can't say
Well,
is.
you can't say.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And I'm not going to say it because things get clipped now and taken out of context. So
Yeah.
But
No, remember Dave came out as a pedophile lover.
Yeah,
on
no,
this
I
episode. I don't know if you remember.
didn't Ted Nugent put like
I'm
A
sorry.
rifle
Very
scope?
quickly, Ted Nugent could do whatever he wants. Go ahead.
Did he put like a rifle scope on
Yeah.
Obama?
Yeah, but
And
that
nothing
is
happened?
okay. I'll jump in. Non-white Nugent could do whatever he wants. Go ahead.
yeah. Also, he
Anyone?
also shot arrows at Janet Reno, a Janet Reno doll.
He did?
Yeah, back in the 90s.
Well, you can do whatever you want to.
Did just forever. Like he just.
Oh, Nugent's. I just remember reading an article in the paper, and he was having an event called Rape of the Hills, in which he had his own private property, invited hunters, and then they would kill everything on the land.
Yeah.
He called it Rape of the Hills, and I was like, you're just a bad person.
I remember watching the VH1 Behind the Music of All About Ted Nugent, and like the whole time I was like sitting there watching, and I was like, this is a series of crimes that I think are still in like. That's
100%.
Like that's a crime.
His whole life is just crimes.
He had an album called Jailbait, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Behind the music.
The lyrics of his album should have got him put in prison.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But anyway, Donald Trump's going to arrest all the pedophiles. So,
yeah,
you know.
Or other than that, you can. He also adopted a.
Yeah.
Girl.
Who better to find him?
But that was long after June 6, 1955.
Yeah.
But also, like, he's one of those guys. I'm like, all these people are canceled, but they're still playing his songs on fucking Sirius and the radio and shit. And it's like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well,
he's a pedo.
Yeah. The truth is that Michael Jackson, I understand because the music's good. Nugent, I'm like, we could do without this.
That's the thing. It's terrible music. And
I was going to stop Michael Jackson, and then I swear to God, a person I know who was molested was like, I'm still listening to it. And I was like, well, fucking, there goes that.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, okay.
I mean, the only one I know of was that they cut back Gary Glitter's songs. Like, they used to play Gary Glitter all the time in the stadiums and stuff from Jock Jams.
Well, I'll tell you something nightmarish, Alex. I used to do kids' birthday parties for a long time, dress up like superheroes, and eventually the party CD that my boss made, I hated. So I started so I put on Jock Jams, and I started playing a Gary Glitter song like all the time when I'd walk into the party, until eventually a parent was like, "Is that Gary Glitter?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "He's like a pedophile." It's like probably not the best look to be playing like a pedophile rock at a kid's birthday party. I was like, "Thank you, sir. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the update."
Just to paint the full picture, which superhero were you dressed as?
Oh, in
Dickman.
Stop, Gareth Glitter.
Gareth Glitter. It's me, Gareth Glitter, with my power.
Hello,
my power of music
as soon as
getting arrested in Vietnam.
He was like, "Don't play it." I was like, "How will I lure them?"
But these children need to get into the van for jury duty.
Don't you understand? There's been a crime. I've committed it. Children, we need a jury. Convict me. This is very meta.
Shakespeare just a stooge?
Yeah, finally.
Yank hopes to dig up proof.
Oh, this is when they think that like 6 people were Shakespeare.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But the idea that they would I mean, I don't know where we're going, but the idea that they would exhume him and be like, there's 400 bones in here. He clearly was a number of people.
An American drama historian who thinks Shakespeare was just a front for another author hopes to prove his claim next month by opening a 300-year-old tomb.
How the fuck are you going to... This man had hair.
I mean, okay, I guess we'll find out, but this sounds... Calvin Hoffman of New York has obtained permission from church officials to open the ancient tomb of Sir Thomas Walsingham, Elizabethan nobleman at Chislehurst, England.
The idea
Chislehurst!
You're going to a church to fucking dig up a fake Shakespeare.
Hey, listen,
what are laws?
You know Frank Lopez over there? I think he might have been Shakespeare.
Can I get in that one? Says you may dig him up.
I can get in that one.
Yes.
And what can I do when I'm in there?
Whatever you want to figure it out.
Okay, we're going to get busy.
Weird, but go.
If you hear bones hitting the wall, just ignore it.
Okie dokie. Not an issue for us.
Is this
inside? He expects to find a lead box containing the 36 manuscripts of the first folio of Shakespeare's plays.
Wow.
Oh, he's like, he got buried with them because he did them. So he's like, this guy wrote them. So he was like, I want to be buried with my plays.
Like that's proof.
Yeah.
I know it's not proof.
No.
You just might have liked them.
It would be like
guy was
opening
obsessed
up
and lied.
It would be like opening up the crypt and that there was complete text messages saying the entire crime that he did. Like that's like it just doesn't make sense.
There we go.
That's a crazy line I'm not crossing. All right.
Yeah. 22-year-olds always use the word weary. These manuscripts, he thinks, will show that Christopher Marlowe, another famous playwright of the Elizabethan era, was the real author of the plays now ascribed to Mr. Shakespeare, whom Mr. Hoffman calls a stooge and a third-rate actor.
Wait,
he's just mad at Shakespeare for some reason.
Wait, hold on. So he wants to dig up Walsingham because he thinks Marlowe wrote it, and Walsingham was buried with the proof.
Yeah, that's there is a problem here, right?
Yeah, because okay, that's what I thought. I thought he thought Walsingham, because wasn't Walsingham Elizabeth's cop agent guy? There's a lot of conspiracies about him, like that guy in particular. Yeah,
there are.
Yeah.
We've all read the stuff about it.
I saw the movie. Don't worry, Gareth. I saw the movie. Yeah. I don't.
Oh, okay.
No,
Shakespeare in Love?
I saw a YouTube video.
Yeah, no, I'm referencing a movie and a comic book. So don't worry about it.
Still a little lofty for how I'm educating.
I just heard about it on Rogan.
Oh, so you heard?
Did you hear this shit?
And you know what? You know what are the best are Rogan's literary episodes.
Would you know that clip of you talking about that Marin thing had quite a day on Reddit yesterday? Yeah,
it's going to get bigger when it gets put on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have a little Rogan thing a little Rogan story I told that,
and I'm trying to get booked.
I think it'll probably take off.
Well, the big thing with all those Austin guys is that they all watch all of the YouTube clip channels about themselves. So if
does not surprise me.
They very clearly do.
Yeah.
Oh,
like the Elephant Graveyard
Shane,
thing and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Shane
Gillis
is backing off.
Yeah, you could tell.
He did. I saw a breakdown of a 10-minute talk, and he's like, "I'm going to Philadelphia in 6 months," and he's just totally backing out. He's
a lot of them are shitting on the city of Austin, and then a lot of them are shitting on the culture of Austin stand-up. But Elephant, I was messaging with Elephant Graveyard the other day just because I was like, buddy, whatever this skill set is, it's incredible.
Sir,
I was like, you are on a level, sir.
Can I tell you how good that YouTube video was? My wife walked into the room. I was watching it on the TV in our living room, and I was standing with my arms crossed. I was standing with my arms crossed, at a 45-degree angle of the television, watching it like it was a football game. I'm like, yeah, no, he's right about that, And she was like, all right. She just backed out of the room slowly. Yeah, we do a bunch of episodes of Too Many Tabs about guys I bring up Theo Von a lot. I bring up Andrew Schulz a lot. We had a whole episode about Andrew Schulz. And just that entire, because to me, I think they've really ruined a certain aspect of comedy that really makes my brain hurt. So.
Andrea Moore had a great joke about Schultz that he looks like
he looks
a Jew in Germany who also was the guy who killed the Jew.
He looks like
a cross between the two.
Yeah, he looks like both the Nazi and the Jew that got.
I just wish that they could either be dumb, then play dumb. Don't be dumb and play smart. That's the part that really gets me crazy with a lot of them. Where that's where I get really incensed, especially about Schulz. That's the one, and Theo Von is smart and playing dumb, and that's where those two really grind my gears.
I don't think Theo Von is smart. I think he's genuinely a stupid human being.
It's hard to tell.
I think he plays dumber than he is.
Yeah, no, I think the dumb is the character. I think he is the short form video Larry the Cable Guy. It's that same sort of general idea where he's really putting it on extra thick, and for the modern era.
Larry the Cable Guy was smart.
No, I know.
I used to do open mics with him, and I was there. One of the first times he went up as Larry, he was dressed fully as the Cable Guy, and we were like, "What are you doing, Dave?"
Well, Dave started doing Daniel the Gutter Man at the same time too, and only one achieved. Dave's a little salty.
I don't want to take this too far off, but as a new parent, my child latches on to certain things, and he's obsessed with Disney's Pixar's Cars, which means he's obsessed with the tow truck Tow-Mater. And my mom bought him a Tow-Mater. And it talks, and it's his favorite thing. And so my son's favorite thing in the world is Larry the Cable Guy saying, "Get her done." And I have to just, as somebody who started doing stand-up in 2002 and who went seeing the rise of blue-collar comedy and hating all that, I'm just like, yeah, buddy, he's great. I love him. I'm just desperately holding on.
This is your lefty curse.
It is.
Now you have a kid who is a Larry the Cable catchphrase factory.
Dude, it's not one of the words he says yet, but it's definitely one of his activation phrases. I'm like, they're doing AMPK Ultra on my boy. I can tell.
What a great way to get him.
Yeah.
And what did Daniel the Gutter guy, what was one of his catchphrases? He had a couple.
Let's get in the shit.
Yeah, there you go. Didn't work. Didn't work for some reason.
Yeah,
Mr.
They're going to put that in Prilosec ads.
By the way, we have a very good, like, we have some great sound ups for a remix version of you in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
I love pedophiles.
Let's get in the shit.
Let's get in the shit.
Mr. Hoffman, who said he will pay $1,000 to a stonemason to unseal the tomb, believes that Marlowe faked his death in 1593 and left England to avoid being burned at the stake for heresy. He thinks Marlowe's patron and benefactor, Walsingham, helped him. But, according to Mr. Hoffman, Marlowe continued to write, sending his plays to his friend, who paid Shakespeare to father them. For Walsingham could not have the plays published under Marlowe's name, or he would have been put to death. Okay, that's an interesting...
Theater used to be way more awesome.
Yeah, that's an
The
interesting...
stakes so much higher.
Yeah.
It's like, they'll kill me if they find out that I'm the ghostwriter.
I mean, the theory is...
And Shakespeare's just some dumbass.
The theory's fine. It's an acceptable conspiracy theory. Like, it's got...
Yeah.
That's
makes
the old,
sense.
That's the
Sure.
old conspiracy theories I like. That's the
I
fun
agree, yeah.
old ones where you can sit there and
You
kinda
know, the whole
ruminate
thing
on
here
it.
is that actually Shakespeare's actually two different guys. I don't know, not a lot of people understand this.
Patriots, I want you to lock in with us right now before you take your brain juice, okay? You need to understand that Christopher Marlowe was the true, actual prophet behind those beautiful plays about fairies coming to life and fucking people, and eventually a man getting a goat head. That is the truth about this. It's part of a demonic situation that was set up by the Catholic Church.
Look, Puck was a 9-year-old. Puck should not have been involved in any of that stuff, okay?
I'm just saying King
Puck
Oberon...
was part of a big pedophile ring.
I'm just saying King Oberon was behind 9/11.
He did 9/11.
Mr. Hoffman has been trying to prove his beliefs for nearly 20 years. A previous attempt to get church authorities...
Now it is fully like get a life.
Yeah.
Now,
Now
like
it's
if
sad.
you're doing this for a summer, all right, enjoy yourself.
20 years is sad.
20 years to be like on this dead guy plight.
Which to be fair, which means he started this in 1935. Like during the war, he's like, all right, I know there's World War II's on, but I got to get over there with this shovel. If I could just
We've
get
got
to
to
England
stop
with
the
a shovel.
Nazis. You know who's worse than the Nazis? That bloody Shakespeare.
Liar!
He's a fraud.
A previous attempt to get church authorities to open the tomb ended in failure in 1953. So he just 2 years later and he's back. He said, we got to get in there, you guys.
But he's going to get in there.
Yeah, he did. But now it is 2025 and we know it didn't come to anything.
Well, we don't know. We only have one day. We don't know. We don't. Maybe.
I mean, he might be a
Could've buried the
bone
lead.
pervert. Did we ever think about that?
He loves old bones.
I
love bones.
I mind if I go in the tomb and put one more bone in the mix?
He gets his little fingers up. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
As he opens it, I'll do the investigating here. I think you boys can step away for a quick 10. Go have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Woo!
Storekeeper knew exactly what to do. Edward Wright, 76, knew you shouldn't be working.
No. This is literally anytime I get into like a ride share with a driver over 70, I'm like,
Shouldn't you just be sitting around a lake looking at stuff?
and the way they-
when
it's the
do
worst.
old people get to just enjoy it?
Sir, please
They
get
put
back
in
into
all
the
the-
Senate. Please get
Yeah.
back into the Senate, sir.
Shouldn't you be running for Senate now? You're
Shouldn't
76.
you
You're
be
a spry.
sleeping at an important hearing?
I love that. I think it's Maine where that guy's running who's awesome.
Yeah,
Graham
Graham
Plattner.
Yeah. And the establishment is trying to get a 76-year-old to run.
But I don't think they could, right? The person was like, I can't.
I'm falling apart.
Well,
That's what we like about
Look
you.
no further than Jerry Connolly. I mean, that was
Amazing.
the greatest. The fucking
Amazing.
He was so old, didn't really want to do it, did it because it was his turn, and then died 4 months later. And then it was like, cool, great strategy. You fucking what?
He looked like a ghost then. Like whenever you
Yeah.
interview with him,
Yeah.
he was weirdly, he had that weird old people purple to him. And you're like, why are we doing this? And then like, it was like,
By
I
the
got
way-
it. They voted for me. Great. And then like an hour later, he's like, by the way, throat cancer. I know the job is talking. Yeah.
I did sign the petition to stop Crayola making old person purple. It just I didn't. The color was so off.
They actually
Kids love it.
That was one of the things they rolled back immediately, though. It was one of the first executive orders signed because getting rid of old people purple, that's DEI. So sorry.
Yeah, that's disgusting. We've hired way too many.
Stop. Woke is dead. All right, so we can call it old people purple again.
But they replaced it with Vibrant Orange Man, which is really also quite a color.
That's... Edward Wright, 76, knew exactly what to do when two men entered his confectionery last night and announced, "This is a holdup."
Better days when you could just do that.
Mr. Wright warily hoisted his arms in the air and watched while they took $22 from the till and ran out the door. Mr. Wright's store has been held up 5 times in 2 years.
Well, people might think that that is $2.5 billion in today's money.
So this is a story about a guy
who got robbed.
And they're like, good job.
Oh, they're happy with him.
Yeah, they're saying he just put up his arms and didn't fight it. He's also 76. He's like,
yeah. What's he going to do?
Old man reacts like an old man.
I smell like Ben Gay. LA motorists won't be seen. LA motorists won't be seeing pink streets.
LA?
LA.
Okay.
A proposal that Los Angeles paint its streets pastel colors, such as pink and mauve, was made to the city council by Elizabeth Black, a retired general manager of the municipal arts department.
Why did we not do this? That would have been fucking incredible.
It would have been awesome, wouldn't it?
Oh, right now what they would be. They got pink roads.
They would be losing it. We should have done it. We should do it now.
We should.
Now we should do it.
Mario Kart the
especially
land.
as they're covering up all of the rainbow sidewalks in Florida. This should be the type of thing. You know what? They get somebody text Gavin Newsom. That demon will get on it immediately.
Oh, he would.
Yeah. We just say Charlie Kirk
tell him homeless
wanted
people hate it. He'll do it immediately.
Homeless people hate pink.
They don't even know how to pronounce mauve.
You could do the gay pride flag colors on a cross, and the right would just lose their fucking mind.
I'm not walking
across that fucking street.
They already did. They any those flags, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
They, who was I talking to the other day that was like, there's someone I was talking to was saying how they weren't sure. Like, they drove by a place and it had the, after Charlie Kirk, it had the American flag at half mast, but the Trump flag was still fully up. And we started talking about the household debate of whether or not you lower the Trump flag to half mast or not.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you don't. I think you keep it all the way because America has suffered, but Trump's strength is still at high capacity.
Yeah, it was definitely a thought was put into it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe do a quarter mast down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She said this would beautify the city, cut down the glare from blacktop streets, and reduce accidents. The city engineer's office studied the proposal and reported that it would cost some $50 million to paint 3,400 miles of pavement using 17,952 gallons of paint. That's actually a lot for.
That's a lot. That's a lot for. I mean, maybe just like downtown. Like that's the thing is like I do actually like the idea because they've said a lot about, especially blacktop when it comes to roads, is what leads to these heat islands. So like I'm in the suburbs, but in Philadelphia, like it's always like 3 or 4 degrees hotter downtown. And when I lived in the city, just from how much heat is being absorbed and then released from the street. So if they, especially in a place like LA with all that sun, and then it also would have been iconic. They didn't have to do the whole LA County. That's crazy.
Right. They'd have to do the whole thing.
No, that's where I think the fence swinging was too much. You just start with a little bit and show that it works versus just be like, LA's a pink town.
I do love the fact that she went to like, because now with the internet, how many city council meetings have you watched where some lunatic gets up and it's like, the road should be pink. Yeah. And everyone's like, okay. He's like, because of the Jews. You're like, whoa. She actually came out, she's like, I think the road should be pink. I think here's some smart ideas. And they're like, all right, let's run it up the flagpole and see. And like, we don't go past the Trump flag. And then they did that. And they came back and they're like, damn, listen, it's a little crazy. We're gonna just not spend it on healthcare.
No, but that is the thing too. It's like even hearing that amount of money, it's for public good. It's sort of reassuring that they pass on doing that still back then because it feels like Now, obviously, there's no public good. We drive a lot of places, and the amount of times where you go under a bridge and you're like, styrofoam is really important to holding that structure together.
A lot
there.
of styrofoam holds up bridges.
Where you're like, wow, they really, at some point, might be a good idea to address it, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder when we're going to have infrastructure week again. Anytime soon?
Yeah.
Anytime soon? I miss the halcyon days of infrastructure week.
No, well, all the money that we're cutting and saving, I keep wanting to know where was it? Like, we should have really been pushing back on the Doge time of like, where is it going? What are we doing with it?
It was going to Larry Ellison so he could buy TikTok and then the ice. Yeah. I mean,
that would have been helpful. It would have made me less into Doge because I was a big Doge guy. Still am.
I can
honestly.
tell. Yeah. When I think of you, I think of crypto. I think of Doge. I think of big balls.
Let it play out.
Yeah.
Big Ball's a pal.
Yeah. The Forrest Gump of our times, who apparently is always just there. Every time they're like, oh, there's this new critical thing. This is probably the inflection point of America. And Big Balls is just right on the edge of the photo.
Big Ball.
It's like that episode of Doctor Who where those guys are like, he's always right there. It's it's just Big Balls right there. His dad's a popcorn magnet. What the fuck is that? Okay. This is why my show is called Too Many Tabs. Things get in and they never get out.
That is so fucking funny. He's just everywhere. Big balls.
Big balls.
What do you think the odds are that Big Balls is a groiper?
Oh, it's like 100%.
Oh,
that's a solid circle.
Yeah,
for
sure. Slack jeans out in Oklahoma City Catholic schools.
This is important.
All right, here we go. I'm in.
Right, here we go. All right.
Roman Catholic authorities have forbidden students of either sex to wear slacks or blue jeans in parochial grade schools here.
Yeah.
The order is effective with the start of the fall term in September.
Yeah. Thinner layers. That's what you want.
I want to see those legs.
Yeah. All right, Professor.
Add it to the Reverend. Add it to the DJ cut.
Yeah.
Of Dave Snips.
I can't now. Someone will do it.
No,
and that's going to be fucking great.
Listen, Dave. I know it won't be great in the long run, but in the short run, when you get your first TikTok edit, you're going to be like, "Holy shit, dude!"
Yeah, it'll be long term, real bad for you, real bad.
The Reverend Michael McNamee of St. Patrick's Parish said jeans, quote, are fine for boys who are working or out digging ditches, but we feel there is no place for them in the classrooms. Youths who dress like gentlemen are more apt to act like gentlemen, the priest added.
Oh, absolutely.
The priest.
We proved that.
The priest
that
added.
Got proven.
The priest.
No, I agree. I think jeans are just for hard work and RFK. And that's the only time it seems appropriate.
Why?
If you're about to say, why does he only work out in jeans? I will beat the shit out of you.
It's just like, it's so clearly because
he's hot.
He's
got a good body.
He
gets it when it comes to vaccines.
It makes him look like a tough guy.
Yeah, he does.
And he looks like a fucking idiot.
No, what hearing are you watching? That guy's got his finger on the pulse. Good
That's
Lord.
like something a 13-year-old boy does to prove he's not gay. Like it's that.
He's not gay. He is not gay.
It's actually the only thing he hasn't been accused of. Being gay is the only thing RFK hasn't been accused of. No, I've actually been reading this biography about Mussolini right now because I want spoilers for what's going to happen to us. And that was a big part of like Mussolini, because the same way that Putin does, like these strong men, they like to be seen shirtless and like be seen as one of the guys. Like one of the things that really struck me when we recently did an episode about RFK Jr. And I keep going back and thinking back to that Roseanne Barr video where he was admitting the bear thing.
That was crazy.
Yeah, and like the fact where Roseanne Barr is like, this is insane. And I'm like, when Rosie's giving me that look, that's nuts. But during it, he was like, I saw this dead bear on the side of the road, and the redneck side of me got activated. And I'm like, you're a Kennedy. You don't have a redneck side. Like, what are you talking about? But like,
you have a burned everything.
Yeah,
not a redneck.
no, but I think Dave's right. I think he thinks that like he's rippling on HGH allegedly or something else, and then something that probably you can't take via needle, and then he puts on the jeans because it makes him feel country strong. That's what I think. That's what it really comes down to.
And
he's got a great body.
It's his rich, elitist Massachusetts idea of what a normal redneck guy is. So
100%. That's his cosplay, and then he has skin like Hulk Hogan, which is like hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're not going to let you get away with accusing the Hulkster who just passed away of being made of hot dog skin. Say what you will about RFK. Hulk Hogan was a fucking good guy, and he had.
Do not ever say Hulk Hogan was a good guy.
He was not nearly as leathery as.
Now I got to do a Hulk Hogan podcast.
Or they can listen to my episode about it called Ripped Yellow T-Shirt, way back in the very early days of Too Many Tabs, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's called Promotion.
In your Mussolini book, have they covered his obsession with milk yet?
They did mention, they didn't get too deep into his milk obsession. I've really been stuck on the whole Ovra thing about the secret police and like the timing of it and looking at the moment we're in now and some of the accusations. So I had read that passage like 2 weeks ago, and then like where we ran into this timeline. So I've been looking into that, but the milk stuff about especially about him. He said like he drank a glass of milk and he would eat pasta every day, but he had an ulcer. And I'm like, don't do what you're doing. Oh my God.
He's healing himself.
He was he was obsessed with milk and thought it was like about virility and masculinity, and was trying to get them to make clothes out of milk and stuff like that.
What did we cover that on, like a Smallop or something?
We covered a Smallop.
Yeah, he's trying to make milk clothes.
Very normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
the whole thing is kids should be wearing their milk. The problem is that you can be wearing it, but it has to be unpasteurized. Yeah, you need the raw milk. It's the raw milk.
Oh fuck.
This is Dear Miss Mayfield. This is a
Oh,
question.
Great. These are great.
Mama's boy upsets girl. I am 17 years old and my boyfriend is 20. I like him very, very much, but he has always been completely ruled by his mother. At 20, mind you, he still has to ask if he can go out or if he can take me out. That's really bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Just walk away. You're basically saying like, this is not a dude.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
I mean,
well, he's also sleeping with his mom, so I kind of get it. He has made many dates with me, which he has had to break because of his mother.
He's sleeping with his mom. Sorry, I pushed back so hard. At first, I thought it wasn't.
Yeah.
She always says she likes me, but she does all she can to stop me from seeing him.
Yep. She don't want you. Yep.
Quite often, she phones to him as soon as he gets to my house and tells him to come home, and he trots home like an obedient puppy.
Yeah.
How would you handle this? Exasperated.
I'll answer. Move on.
Move on or start.
Or answer the phone and say you're fucking him.
Yeah, we'll start having sex with him. Like, give him a reason to.
Yeah, this woman's probably dead, but if she's listening, start to fuck him.
I know it's 70 years later.
I know it's a long while later. This woman probably didn't make it, but if the two of these people ended up, start fucking him. The mom's for sure dead. Bang the shit out of him.
She would be 87 years old today.
She's 87. The mom's probably, if the mom's around, she's probably not doing great. Yeah. Just still bang him.
The other option, so have sex with him, but dress up like the mom. And then
that's a good one.
Co-opt that. And obviously was this before the movie Psycho came out? Psycho came out a little later, right?
Right around there.
Yeah. So I mean,
was it 50? I think it was like 60.
I think it was close. I think it was like later 50s because that would be like she's listing a lot of like red flags right in there. With
she is.
And I think I think she was probably watching that movie in a drive-through with him. And when it got done, she turned to him. She's like, "Any thoughts? Any thoughts?"
I need to go home.
Yeah.
Dear Exasperated, why don't you stop dating him and tell him exactly why? Yeah, like
excuse me. How dare you hit with common sense in this era to be like, just explain how you feel, lady.
It sounds to me that
be honest.
It sounds to me
with no repercussions.
It sounds to me that at 20 years, he's awfully tied to the apron strings, which, in my opinion, makes him a very poor risk as a boyfriend and an even poorer one as a husband. Maybe when he sees you simply aren't going to put up with his being such a mama's boy, he'll try to show he's a man instead of a baby boy.
It's good advice.
I do like that it's put on because now there's a whole thing on the internet about boy moms. Like these people who are like these moms are like their whole personality is that they have a son, and it's like very creepy. But back then it was like
purity balls.
He's weird for not getting away. Like he's clearly there's clearly something mentally being happening to him from his own mom for a very long time. Therefore, he is the pussy. Like that is how it was in 1955.
So the moms, the stuff you're talking about is like the moms are just fully obsessed with making sure that everything's perfect and nobody's good enough.
No, yeah, well, there's nobody's good enough, but there's like this really weird factor to it when you look into them, because a lot of them are like moms who had their kids younger, and especially they had like a boy, and it's like almost like they're making like boyfriend content about him, but it's like this really weird, odd. I don't want to describe it too much, but maybe I'll do an episode about it on our show at some point.
There was recently, after like some high school football game or something, the mom who was young and like attractive jumped into her son's arms after he like won the game and started kissing him.
That is
well, she like
she did the straddle.
She straddles him. She wraps his legs around him, and you're just like, that's not
that's like boy mom stuff, and that's the type of shit I'm talking about, where you're like, something's off here. I don't have any evidence. I don't have any evidence.
I don't have evidence,
but it's all.
But I know.
We're all here.
This is my Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Imagine being that dude though. You're all of a sudden you're like you're a viral hit because your mom's got her legs wrapped around.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you want to cap it with one more, David?
Sure. Shuffleboard game breaks up with 1 hurt and 1 jailed.
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
This is my kind of shuffleboard.
This is the 50s.
All right, I need
used
more.
to be full contact shuffleboard.
Yeah,
right. That's right. Yeah,
because Joseph Soborowski, 23, of Tecumseh, lost his temper while playing shuffleboard in a tavern early today. He is in the county jail here, and a woman patron of the tavern has 16 stitches in her head.
Oof. Oh my God!
Well, let's hear what she did first.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's get all the facts out, and then we'll judge her. Right.
Sheriff's deputies said Mr. Soborowski became angry while playing the game, picked up one of the metal discs, hurled it across the room.
So far, he's done nothing wrong, but keep going.
He's fine. Hurled it across the room and struck Miss Carrie Basinger of Tecumseh. Okay, so she was in the wrong place.
Yeah, and he kind of was
she's in the throwing area.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Alex, I feel like you're on board with us, too. You don't think you're going to silence your way out of this one?
Who gets that mad at shuffleboard?
You. I could see you fucking losing your mind.
I don't get mad at games.
I'm glad that once you said it was in a tavern, I could picture the very long, like those. It's one of those 15-foot long things. Because every time I hear shuffleboard, I picture cruise ship shuffleboard.
I do too.
Do you?
That is what I picture.
Okay, maybe I don't because
all in my head with the stick.
We used to go all the time to this one bar because it had
you and the greasers.
Me and my ex high school friends.
Yeah, the greasers. That's what you guys called yourselves.
And they had a big because we went there because they had a big shuffleboard.
Yeah.
So I always picture that. Miss Basinger was treated at Herrick Memorial Hospital. Albert Bagshaw, owner of the tavern, called police, and deputies said Mr. Soborowski will be charged with felonious assault. First of all, he needs to go to some sort of alcohol program.
Oh, here we go.
Probably an anger management
party killer.
Too.
Also, we just need to make shuffleboard illegal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It sounds like he picked it up and he just wung it across the room. Yeah. Was he playing against her?
No, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he
just was mad. He's like, I'm so tired of losing, and just chucked it across the room. And
go to jail. 16, a big win.
Crazy. Those things are heavy.
16 is real.
He really clocked her.
Yeah, I know. He really did.
I mean.
Well, way to end the show on a positive note, Dave. You know.
Yeah, no, that's the sort of stuff we like to do. Dave, any more quotes out of context you want in the song?
No, just that I like it.
That's good enough. Alex, honestly, thank you so much for joining us. Please
thanks
come
for
back.
having me. Listen, I said when we started, I've been a fan for a very, very long time. We've always really loved your show. I've always loved the format of this show. So I remember when you guys first started doing it, and I literally was mowing my lawn listening to one of the first ones of these. So to be on, it's been a real treat for me.
Well, come back. You are so goddamn entertaining, and everyone should follow you. What is your website again? Where can people see
you can just find me on YouTube or anywhere under. If you Google Pearlmania 500, I'll come up.
That's and most then of it. You're easy to find with that stuff.
Yeah, just like Pearlmania 500, and then my podcast is called Too Many Tabs. I do with my wife. So if you guys are looking for any sort of content to fill in the times when Dave and Gareth aren't making something, and you've already listened to everything, come listen to us. We'll have something fun.
Yeah,
great pitch, and again, only when you're done with our stuff.
Only.
Alex, thank you, appreciate it. And as much as it pains me to say go Birds for you.
Hey, go Birds 2-0, baby.
Oh, boy, here we go.
I wore this shirt because you did an episode about Philadelphia sports fans specifically. Because you did that whole
And how
one.
good they are.
And how
great they
amazing
are.
and how calm we are. And what it's called is not crimes,
Normal.
Dave. It's passion. It's passion.
I know. We saw it recently in Florida.
Yeah, that woman, she grabbed the ball because
she
it
was
was
great.
passion.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Thanks again, Alex.
Thank you.